Welcome to Orange Tree Studios. We recorded a band called The Magic Ease, attempting to only use the SE mic brand in a process to see how effective it could really be. Normally in recording, of course, you want variation, and sometimes the mic choice can make the difference between a good or a great sounding recording. SE mics though, they have a large arsenal, so I wasn't really worried about the choice, but quality was yet to be determined. As a producer, we spend our years learning our craft, the room, the mics, and what works best in them. So when presented with new ideas and tools, it's always a good thing. And it's a new interesting challenge, and there's always something special in throwing up a mic and hearing it for the first time. Starting with the drums, we mic them up in our normal way of doing things. Ambient, room, overheads, and close mics, etc. We found that the T1 and T2 worked super well for ambient and room purposes. The ambient mics were set to Omni and mics reversed, pointing away from the kit, to give a little bit more of a reflection sound that can be a great additive choice for automation later. Okay, so the close mics were a mixture of the V-drum kit for the toms and the snare, and a pencil mic for the hi-hat. Traditionally, I use 57, so yeah, this is a great surprise. In fact, they needed very little EQ on the top end. Very colourful and provided enough punch right off the get-go. The kick drum, we used 3 mics, in, out, and a sub. Absolutely love the BL8, which is a boundary microphone. A little strange considering I normally find these a little too much. For the outer, I used the V-kick, and for the sub, the Gemini 2, that I absolutely adore on anything bass, and it's slowly becoming one of my favourite mics of all time. Alright Stu, we've sorted out the drums, now we're going to do a couple of takes, but before we do that, let's just get a balance. Is there anything you need to track?
Yeah, can you drop some guitar in for me, please?
You want the guitars? No problem. Okay, with all the drums done, it's time for the bass. We recorded with 2 mics in the cab, as well as a DI for safety. We tried the V-kick to start off with, but that didn't really work out for what we kind of wanted or going for. As a result, we found a secret weapon. Remember the mic I claimed to be one of my favourites of all time earlier? Well, it makes the showcasing here again. And wow, it made such a difference to the low end, the mighty Gemini 2. So you can see here, Jasper's just getting comfortable with the track. All phase issues are all sorted out and the sound is all set, so we're all pretty much ready to go for gold. Okay, so with the guitars, we use the Mighty 2 Rock. And yeah, I'm old school, where a 57 and a Royal mic would normally be my go-to in most situations. However, SE had me covered. We tried several mics, but ended up using the 4100 and the darker ribbon mic for great effect. The darker sound of the VR1 was kind of just what we needed really, because Pete was playing through a telly, so it just gave it some body nicely. On to the money, the vocals. Here is where it got really interesting actually. We all have that one mic in a locker that only sees the light of day with the vocals. And with SE, we had a surprising amount of choice. After a few spot tests though, there was a preferred winner between us all, and that was a Z5600. This worked best for the voice and the track. In fact, it worked so well that we even used it for all the backing vocals as well, so great surprise. Really good. I just want you here tonight. So as the session wraps up, we're all really thrilled with the results that we had today using just SE mics to record the record. So my experience was fun. Not really knowing what to expect at the time, but it does prove one thing. That expensive brands really doesn't necessarily matter in the grand scheme of things. Rather than choosing the right mic for the right job does, however. Everybody's got a price, I bet they tell you down the river tonight. I know you're moving fast, soon you'll reach the shore. But I don't want to see you wasted in the fading light. I just want